All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I want to give honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Akakwadash. We say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahashem, Akakwadash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. 2023 is a bang up year, man. All right, beautiful things are taking place. The hopeful year, the Yahweh Shem Shai fulfills all the prophecies, and everything is set and done. The elect is delivered. We pray for the elect and to the hopeful elect out there on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing this truth and listening to this truth and coming into this truth with all sincerity, honesty, and faith. Beautiful times we're in, and consider yourselves very blessed. So let's go ahead and jump right into this lesson. This is a lesson follow-up. I get this. The Spirit wanted me to go further into it. I jumped into some precepts and to back up the point. This is spiritual dividends, revisited or re-upload. We'll go that way. But the dividends is a very beautiful way to look at this thing because what you're doing now, you're investing in a kingdom, okay? Just like any investor or you're on the ground level, like say in the time of Walmart or in the time of Google ground floor, there wasn't many. Nobody even believed it. It was a new idea. It was a new concept. All right. Just like the kingdom of heaven is a new idea and a new concept to these people and to a lot of Jakes. Not now, but this truth has grown very exponentially, if that's the word I want to use, in the past years. So what's happening now is that the spirit is the stock is up. Okay, the stock is up. Why do I say that? Because that's why it says this truth shall be preached into the four corners of the earth. Then the end shall come. So we're in that time now where this truth has spread. That's why you have camps in different parts of the world, different brothers that are on the highways and the byways that are going in faith. The spirit of the Lord is resting on them. The Lord is supping with them. They're able to go into these scriptures and go out to the highways and the byways, fulfilling precepts like Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, Proverbs, different precepts that link to what would be going on in these times. Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. These are things that are taking place that we're currently in, that the Lord is saying that this truth is stock is up. You have those that were on the ground level, going back to, if you want to say, going back to One West, starting with a man by the name of Abba Bivens, which, if you can accept it, we believe that is Elijah coming back in the reincarnation to turn the hearts of the children back to the fathers and the fathers back to the children. All right, so let's jump into this. The title of this is, we already got the title, Dividends. So let's go ahead and read this from Wikipedia. It says a dividend is a distribution of profits. All right, hey, and that's heavy because what does the Lord say? Go out there and prophesy. All right, we are prophesying, and what is profit to say before? All right, and it says distribution of profits, okay, by a corporation to its shareholders. So what's the main corporation? The corporation is the kingdom of heaven, which belongs unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's going to be ruled by Yahweh Shai, the 12, King David, and so on down to the line, which will extend out to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that will be set back up in rulership under that vibration of the law, statutes, and commandments. No more wickedness on the planet Earth. That's the if you want to say, the set corporation, okay? That's what is happening now. That's why the Lord said, if he comes on the earth, shall he find faith? Because when you invest, what is investing is faith. Because faith is the belief of things not seen. So when you invest in something, you don't have upfront capital. You don't have upfront profits. Okay, you have a good idea and you believe in it. Just like you see in the things, man, I really believe in this idea, or I really think that this is going to go far. Then you invest. Okay, it's a lot. Get a quick drink. So that's where you see where you invest as a form of belief, a form of faith. So this is you investing in the kingdom of heaven because you have everything that says that we're not the Israelites. You have people that are claiming to be who we are. All right. So there's opposition to this. Just like if you start a business, somebody will say, man, that ain't going to work. There's already something out there, blase, whatever is said. But the main point is investing is a form of faith. OK, It says a distribution of profits by a corporation to its shareholders. When a corporation earns a profit or surplus, it is able to pay a portion of the profits as a dividend to shareholders. This truth has gained a lot of clout. That's why let's look at the apostles and the elders. Their fruit has grown and grown out through the four corners of the planet Earth. All right. Their name has been elevated, by way of what? Knowing the breakdowns, knowing rebukes, okay, exhortations. Those are things that have grown this truth to the point that is at. That's why you have the sonnetas, the black conscious community, the vocabs. That's a byproduct of fame. Just like you have people that, what do they say? Haters come with fame. If you somebody that's famous, and what did the Lord said? I should give thee fame in the land where you were put to shame. So that fame is coming. So you got what? Men that are coming up against it, because that's just a byproduct of it. And even if you're famous in anything, there's going to be fans. There's going to be groupies. All right. That's where you have these guys. They're called Israelite groupies. OK, they want to be with the band. OK, that's what they're pretty much saying. I'm with the band. And it's coming negative or positive. But this world is so based and stooped in that type of vibration that's all they know to come in. They don't know how to come in the ways of a man, or how a person that has a high morality would come, because we're in a society that hasn't taught morality, or that hasn't been given out morality. So why all of a sudden it's like pulling water out of a rock? Because these people, these guys that are coming up, have not been exercised in how to conduct themselves in a regal type of way. So it's coming in just like the world does. Just like somebody goes to a fan and they try to get that fan's attention. And I'll never forget the saying that somebody told me, if somebody can, especially with females, if they can't get your attention in a positive way, they'll get it in a negative way, as long as they have your attention. So that's what this is saying. OK, so when it comes to the Lord saying he's going to give us fame in the land that we were put to shame, that's the things you see happening around is a byproduct of that fame, because that prophecy is being fulfilled. OK, so let's keep going. And it says, when the corporation earns a profit, and this truth has profited. All right. And it says a surplus is able to be paid a portion of the profits as a dividend to shareholders. Any amount not distributed is taken to be reinvested. So the Lord is reinvesting in his business. He's shown the world he started from the ground up. The Lord said he's taking the foolish things to confound the wise, man. We'll pull that up here shortly. That's a beautiful precept. They just can't call halal. The Lord saying he will take the foolish things to confound the wise. So the Lord started from ground zero. He started from men that was on the corner, that wasn't educated like the schooling, this current system, even back in the time of the disciples. What did it say? They perceived that they were unlearned men. So the Lord has always been the underdog. He always taken the lowest and magnified it to the highest. So this is because he's not a power that he should change. His business plan is not broken, and it doesn't need to be fixed. OK, because this is the Lord building up startup companies. But this is the main company, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is now being brought back into the forefront. All right. And it says reinvest in the business, called retained earnings. The current year profit as well as retained earnings of the previous year are available for distribution. A corporation is usually prohibited from paying a dividend out of its capital, because guess what? The main capital is the kingdom of heaven. Us being set up in rulership, us having the heathens under our foot, that time's not here yet. So we can't have that fullness yet. So what are we having? We're getting spiritual dividends. And then those dividends are also carnal too, because you get what? Blessings. You get a job you didn't think you would have. You get some money that come out of nowhere. You get more understanding. The Lord can pay it however he wants to, because that's still relating to the kingdom of heaven, but not as the fullness of it, because we have to wait on the prophecy. Then that's why the Lord said, wait until I rise to the prey. So we have to wait until the Lord actually fulfills this thing to 100%. And 100% is that we're sitting on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel, if we be a part of that elect number, and Israel being set back up in their land, receiving profit, receiving actual land, cattle, uh, vet gardens, all that things. We're going to receive businesses, all the things that we're going to receive that come with rulership. Just like Esau has, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And what does Esau have? He has control over the materials, the different things that you see around the planet Earth. Okay. And it says corporations is usually prohibited from paying as dividends out of its capital. Distribution to shareholders may be in cash, usually by bank transfers, or if the corporation has a dividend reinvestment plan, the amount can be paid by issue of further shares, more of the spirit by the share purchase. In some cases, distribution may be of assets, spiritual things. What does it say? If I give you spiritual things, am I not worthy of your carnal? So the Lord is giving out these things that we need to maintain in this world, because he knows we need food. He knows we need clothing. That's why Yahushua say, take no thought in what you shall wear, what you shall eat, what you shall drink. The Most High knows these things. He knows what we need. So he's going to pay us out that thing that we need to maintain, if not a little bit extra. All right. So sometimes it'll be good. Sometimes it'll be, a little bit tight. But that's what the main point I wanted to hit on dividends is. OK, when you see those dividends in let's see here. Hold on. Salakia. Blue. There we go. Let's go right into the blue letter and get some of these precepts. So this is a beautiful time we're in, because guess what? Starting with the apostles and elders that have continued to work, they've carried the torch on. They have an investment. They have a stock that's gone up, because they have stock they bought early on. So their stock they bought for a cheaper price, which is their belief, their efforts, their work, their understanding. And then guess what? Now they've waited and they've stayed in this truth. They've maintained in this truth, and that stock has went up and up and up. And then those that have come in the 2007 era, that stock is up too, because that's what, 10, 11, 12 years. And then you got the 30-year stock, because it's those that invested early. The earlier you invest, the more money you get out of the company when it blows up. All right. That's what I'm trying to say, because if you've done investments, you'll know that when a company, if you buy shares that are at a cheaper price, but then those shares go up, it means you have more return on your investment. So the same thing with the apostles and elders. They have more return on their investment because they purchased earlier. That's why they are the apostles. That's why they are the elders, the deacons, the bishops. All right. So we're in a beautiful time, man. The kingdom of heaven is about to pop. The Lord's about to pay out. Lord's about to pay out, man. It's not going to be a light check either. The earth, it says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, but also says the meek shall inherit the earth. So the earth is going to get transferred, and the earth has infinite wealth. We don't even know all the wealth that's in the earth yet. We don't know all the fine stones. That's why the Lord said the streets of heaven will be paved with gold, man. That's a lot of gold, man. Where's that gold going to come from? The earth. It ain't going to come from a meteor some damn where. If the Lord wants to do that, hey, I'm with it. But the Lord is saying that the kingdom of heaven is going to be wealthy. He said the door shall be open continually to bring in the forces of the Gentiles. What's the forces of the Gentiles? That cut, that 10%, the tithe. They going to pay tithes, man. Moab going to pay tithes. Japhet going to pay tithes. Esau going to pay with his pound of flesh, man. He going to pay with his ass, man. I'm talking about he going to pay with his hardcore bondage. That's his tithe. Because he ain't going to have nothing. After that 1,000 years, it's over with. But after that 1,000, guess what? These nations are going to pay. They're going to pay tithes to the Israelites. They're going to pay. They're going to bring in they 10% because that law is going to be established on the earth. And who they going to pay it to? They're going to pay it to the kingdom of heaven, the Israelites, man. What do you think Isaiah said? It says, let us go and learn of his ways. And Jacob, it ain't going to come in here for free. You ain't, because even when you come up in the Passover, you ain't supposed to come with your hands empty. You're not supposed to come with your hands empty. And it's funny, we have a saying in Africa, in Sierra Leone, not Africa, but Sierra Leone, which is in Africa. But it's a part of our culture where it says that you don't, I can't say it the way it's phrased because you wouldn't understand it. but it says don't come with your hands empty. If you come to somebody's house or you come to visit somebody, you don't come with your hands empty. So that proves more that the customs of the West Africans tie in with the law, statutes, and commandments. That's something I haven't really brought out, but I've mentioned it in some videos. But in our culture, especially in Sierra Leone, that if you go to somebody's house or you come back home to visit, you don't come empty-handed. You have to come with something, okay? This is 1 Timothy 6 in verse 17. Charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, because even if you get some money or you get some wealth, the Lord is saying, be humble, okay? Be humble. You're supposed to be humble with that. That's why it says don't be high-minded, don't be prideful. And a lot of people get that way. When they get some bread, they go dumb, man. They act like they're better. And there's always somebody with more money than you. You ain't the richest person, so somebody that's richer can treat you the same. You might have a $100,000 house, but guess what? There's $500,000 houses. There's $1 million houses. There's $10 million houses. You got a nice car, but guess what? There's somebody out there with a Bentley and a Rolls Royce and a Bugatti. So you'll never be top because somebody can treat you the same. It says, charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power. So we're always going to trust in Yahweh, man, because Yahweh knows best. As I say it, Yahweh knows best. He knows exactly what's going on. Because you get to thinking in Esau's world that the Lord is fighting, and that this is the most high. He knows exactly where. That's like a roller coaster, and you on a roller coaster, like, I don't know where it's gonna go. The guy that built the roller coaster knows exactly where it's gonna go. There's nowhere else it can go. It's a set track. This is not a random thing. It's not a random thing. It's a set track. Okay. And it says but in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. So that's a part of those dividends. Most High is giving us the things that we know we can enjoy. We're going to have the curses there, of course. But guess what? There's things that you're going to enjoy in this truth. There's little goodies and goodie bags that the Lord rewards, man. It says that they do good, that they be rich in good works. So that's what we need to be doing. Be ready to, what's the good work? Doing the labor, doing videos, going out to the highways and the byways, being brotherly, loving your neighbor, regardless of what you think, man. Even if your brother don't do good to you, you be good to him. Because it says, how many times shall your brother fall and you forgive him? 7 times 7 times 7, complete. So even if a brother's not good to you or treat you good, you be good to him. It don't matter, because you being good to the Lord. It don't matter what he feels or if there's something going on, because he might be going through something. But regardless, you don't have to be liked, man. Forget if somebody likes you. Like them regardless, because you're doing it for the Lord. You're not doing it for them, man. Okay, you always remember that, because guess what? The Most High is going to square it up. If it's bad works, then he's going to square it up. But if it's good works and something's happening, then you still have your brother. Because it's about love, because we did terrible to the Most High and he still loves us. So how are we going to act like we are better, or we have some kind of excuse? We don't have no excuse. Be good to your brother. Love your brother, man. And it's not about a clique thing. This is not a clique. This is this truth is a opportunity. It's an opportunity. It's a moment in time. It's an elegant situation that we're in. We have the ability to know who we are, love each other again, to love this truth, love the planet Earth in the ground level, because the Lord is finna wipe out. Man, he's finna do some damage on the earth, man. Okay? That's why we have to be ready and have our minds exercised in doing good works. Ready to distribute, willing to communicate. See? Laying up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come. Dividends, investment. Because the Lord, in the time of famine, we're going to be eating. We're going to be merry. We're going to be good. We're going to be taken care of. We're going to have blessings. Just like in the time of Elijah, when he got done drinking the water out of the lake, okay, the stream, the little body of water he had, there was a woman right there ready with the cake. ready to bake the food and die. But Elijah said, hey, we're going to be good. We're going to be taken care of. Right place, right time. That's how the Lord works it, man. Right? The moment that he needed to stop eating, Elijah couldn't have been like, oh man, next day. The moment he got done with one blessing, here came the other, man. That's how the Lord works. The Lord loves that last minute blessing. That the Most High is clutch when it comes to the blessings, man. Just like somebody makes a clutch shot, you be like, golly, how do you make that shot? It was incredible. Same thing with the Most High. How do you get that? Damn, it's perfect. Damn, it worked out so perfectly. You know how many times I've said that? And too many to count, man. When they're dealing with the Lord, it's perfect. It's clutch right when you need it. It's when one blessing is done, here comes the next blessing that you wasn't even anticipating, man. Okay? Read it again. Lay up in store for themselves a good foundation against the time to come to take Jacob's trouble, the things that we're getting ready to face. The world he says he's going to try the whole world, but he's going to give the elect, damn, what a word. He's going to give them like a safety chute. Like if a plane is falling down, he's going to give the elect a parachute to escape that judgment to come. But those that didn't want to grab a parachute, they're going to go down with the plane, man. Okay? That they may lay hold on eternal life, because the Lord is going to give us what we need to get to eternal life. He's going to give you the mindset to say no to the MO. He's going to give you the mindset to say no to the MO. And you're going to go through it. But somebody else that the Lord hasn't given those attributes to, he gonna crumble. He gonna crumble because his mindset ain't there. He gonna not believe that he can make it, or death is too much. He gonna give you what you need to say no, so you can inherit eternal life. Okay, so that's where we at now. Beautiful things are getting ready to take place. So dividends are getting ready to pay out, man. All right, dividends are getting ready to pay out. Be ready, man. Hey, the Lord is gonna give miracles. Beautiful things that's going to solidify what it's already been solidified. In the time of the Juice Works and the Mark Wahlberg and the Juice Works, that was a time to test us. I was tested, man, at my job. I can give you a personal testimony, man. I said, no, I wrote the exemption letter. I said, I ain't taking that. Yeah, I ain't going to go too deep into it, but let's look at this. This is Ephesians 6 and verse 8. And it says, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same shall he receive of the Lord, whether he be bond or free. So if you locked up, guess what? You still can do good. If you free, you still can do good. The Lord sees everything. It don't matter where it's at. The Most High sees it. It says, verse 9, and ye masters do the same thing unto them, forbearing, threatening, knowing that your master also is in heaven. Neither is there respect of persons with him. So do good. Esau was supposed to do good to us, man, because he was our master on the earth, but he did evil. So the Lord's going to reward him with what he did. It says he will show no mercy to him that has shown none. He ain't showed us no mercy, man. Esau's he's gone wild, man. The wicked gone wild, remember Girls Gone Wild? The wicked gone wild, man. This dude he's running a fucking muck, man. He's running the earth down into raggedness. He's polluting. He's got space-based weapons. The list goes on. Hebrews 6 and 10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and your labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name. Nate, where you at, man? Where you at? That's why Nate got his curls taken away. But that's a whole nother sit down. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. It says, which he have showed towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints. That's those. This is expressly speaking about those doing the work, man. The Lord saying, I got you. I'm gonna pay you out. I'm gonna give you a cut. I'm gonna cut you. I'm gonna break you off. I'm gonna piece you up. So Jake can understand. Come towards my name. So there's gonna be men pushing the name of the Lord and ministering to the saints. That means you doing the work, just like Yahweh Shah was ministered to by the angels, man. Minister to the saints and do minister. That means you continue in doing the work. And who else fits that label? Starting with the apostles and elders, man. They're constantly ministering to the saints more now than ever. Verse 11, and we desire that every one of you do shew the same diligence. Same thing. This right here should be a precept for GMS, man. Because it's showing that the diligence is what the Lord is seeking. So if we do is the work, make sure Jake is fed, upload videos, do what we can with your talent. Don't try to do over because you don't want to push the thing. Don't force the spirit. Don't force the course. But just pray. If you need something, hey, the lesson, it'll come. Okay? And it says, show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. So push towards the end goal, man. Push towards the end goal. We at the finish line, man. We getting ready to the Lord's getting ready to cut checks and place crowns and palms, man. You know, that's why it says those that have turned many to righteousness shall shine as the stars of heaven. This is Hebrews 6:10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous. Salaki, I just got that. I just got it. Hey, wanted to come out again. That's a double. That's a run that back, DJ. You know, run that back. Jeremiah 7, Salakia. This is Jeremiah 17 in verse 10. And then we'll close on this one, man. I got some more precepts, but I think the point is hit. It's Jeremiah 17 and 10. It says, the Lord searcheth the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. As the potsherd sitteth on the eggs, as the partridge sitteth on the eggs and hatcheth them not, so he that getteth riches and not by right shall leave them in the midst of his days, and at his end shall be a fool. That's Esau. He's sitting on that egg, man. Let me put this that's a whole sit down right there, man. The wicked shall not receive the wicked shall not receive. Let me put that right there. Hold on. Let me get that. Jeremiah 17:11. The wicked shall not taste that honey that he shall not receive the new world order, man. Evil won't pay out. There it is. All right. So Lord willing, is that a fine lesson? I'm gonna leave it there. The point has been made. The dividends of the spiritual dividends are being given out. So the mentality is just man, we're in exciting times. The Lord's getting ready to show us his good side to us, man. And then we ain't seen this side in a long time. You know, we've been under the curses. The Most High has hid his face from us, but he's seeing through Yahushua. And Yahushua said, he that declare me to the world, I should declare you to my Father, man. All right. So that time is here. So call Elohim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Chakwadash, say Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Until the next time, I say Shalom and more now than ever keep faith. Shalom.